WEFM On Demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited.
Get the funds you need now, just in time for back to school with Courts Ready Cash. Plus, if you apply before October 3rd, you will be entered for a chance to win your loan free. That's right, when you take a loan for school expenses from Courts Ready Cash, you could be the lucky winner of up to $10,000 of your loan amount. Also, when you visit us during the month of August, you may receive free gifts like back to school essentials, gift vouchers, Courts Cash, Radio Shack coupons, and much more. Visit your nearest Courts or Ready Cash location or apply online at readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Offer ends October 3rd.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Australian government's Direct Aid Program, DAP, is offering small grants for various community and developmental projects to local community groups and local government organizations, NGOs, and other entities engaged in development activities on a not-for-profit basis in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. According to the Deputy High Commissioner at the Australian High Commission in Trinidad and Tobago, Melissa Mitchell, funding will range from $14,000 to $21,000. Ms. Mitchell, while speaking on WEFM's Activated Morning program, listed the programs under the 4 priority themes.
We have 4 priority themes. Those themes are addressing community health challenges and non-communicable diseases is the first one. Number 2 is promoting human rights. So that includes projects that empower women, empower youth, Indigenous communities, or people with a disability. Theme number 3 is improved sanitation and hygiene and access to safe water. And theme number 4 is promoting sustainable environmental practices. That could be protections of the coral reef, sustainable fishing, or sustainable agriculture.
The Deputy High Commissioner then listed some of the past projects in SVG that have received funding through the DAP program.
So we had a project last year working with the Voice of the Disabled, and that was to provide persons with disabilities the opportunity to get better access to education and human development. There was a physical element, so actually upgrading the entry to facilities, so that, ramps and things like that. And then also training, so people were able to learn literacy and professional development skills. So that sort of fits under our human rights category, for example. And then we have a current project with the SCG Beekeepers Association. So this would fit under our 4th theme, sustainable environmental practices. And it's replacing the fruit tree and other crops and plants that were destroyed by the volcanic eruption in 2021. So rebuilding an ecosystem that's going to benefit the bees and the broader environment.
That was the Deputy High Commissioner at the Australian High Commission in Trinidad and Tobago, Melissa Mitchell, speaking on WEFM's Activated Morning program. The expression of interest round for the Direct Aid Program DAP will launch on August 15th and will end on September 4th. The Roads, Buildings and General Services Authority, BRAGZA, commenced an 8-day-long road cleaning program today, Tuesday, August 9th, 2022. The island-wide initiative will see the employment of over 6,000 persons in all 15 constituencies. This will include 491 gangs and 1,000 jobbers who will be responsible for the cleaning of roads and drains, as well as the cutting of trees. Contracts will also be given to over 100 truckers and conductors. BRAGZA is therefore appealing to motorists and pedestrians to take the necessary precautions during this period. The program, which is a collaborative effort between BRAGZA and the Ministry of Economic Planning, will be undertaken as part of the Labor-Intensive Temporary Employment Program, which falls under the Volcano Eruption Emergency Program, VEEP, in that ministry. It is being done at an estimated cost of $3 million EC. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC, has launched a 2-week mathematics workshop targeting primary school grade 5 students. According to a post from the SVGCC, the workshop, which aims to develop a passion for mathematics through interactive and fun activities, will see the participation of 25 students from Sion Hill Government School, Calico Anglican School, Belair Government School, Brighton Methodist School, and the Fair Hall Government School. During the launch, the SVGCC's director Nigel Scott stated that as a college, we are answering a need within the country in helping students to develop a more productive and positive approach to the study of mathematics. He hopes that the program expands next year to allow for the participation of more students. Scott also dubbed the students honorary students of the SVGCC due to the fact that they will be based at the institution for 2 weeks. The workshop, being led by 2 of the college's mathematics lecturers, Dawn Scott and Samantha Porter, will run from August 8th to 19th, 2022. COVID-19 booster shots will not be mandated for frontline health workers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yesterday, reports circulated that a memo to staff from the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment announced the move. However, during a press conference held earlier today, Minister of Finance Camilo Gonsalves said this was a result of a mistranscribed note from Cabinet. We hear more from Minister Gonsalves.
I want to indicate to the public unequivocally that this is not the case. There appears to have been a mistranscribed note from the Cabinet when we were discussing the easing of restrictions related to teachers and civil servants. We also decided at the time that we would strongly encourage the taking of booster shots for all citizens, but in particular frontline workers and healthcare workers. And it appears that there was a mistranscription that was sent of that decision that was sent to the permanent secretary, who then faithfully relayed that erroneous record of the cabinet minutes to the healthcare workers, and then it was subsequently reported. But that is not the case.
That was the Minister of Finance, Camilo Gonsalves. Minister Gonsalves said that while the frontline workers will be strongly urged to take the COVID-19 booster shots, those urgings will not come in the form of a mandate. On to news in the region. A deadly fire that began at a large oil storage facility in western Cuba spread Monday after flames enveloped a third tank that firefighters had tried to cool as they struggled to fight the massive blaze. At least 1 person has died and 125 are injured, with another 14 reported missing ever since lightning struck one of the facility's 8 tanks on Friday night. A second tank caught fire on Saturday, triggering several explosions at the facility, which plays a key part in Cuba's electric system. The risk we had announced happened, and the blaze of the second tank compromised the third one, said Mario Sabines, governor of the western province of Matanzas, where the facility is located. Firefighters had sprayed water on the remaining tanks over the weekend to cool them and to try to stop this fire from spreading. The 15-member Caribbean community CARICOM grouping on Monday expressed condolences to Cuba on the death of at least 1 person following the oil tank explosion in the industrial zone of the city of Matanzas. Trinidad and Tobago has taken over the presidency of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, OACPS. The Central African Republic handed over leadership of the 79-member group following a meeting of members at the OACPS House in Brussels, Belgium, on July 19, 2022. Dr. Emery Brown, TNT's Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, will concurrently assume the presidency of the Council of Ministers of the OACPS for the period of August 1, 2022 to January 31, 2023. Ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago Colin Michael Connolly will preside over the Committee of Ambassadors during the Caribbean presidency. The Bureau of the Committee of Ambassadors, which coordinates the work of the full committee, comprises 1 representative from each of the 6 regions of the OACPS, as well as a troika comprised of current, outgoing, and incoming chairs. On the international scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump has said his Florida home was raided by the FBI and that agents broke open a safe. Mr. Trump said in a statement that the Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach was occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Monday's search was reportedly connected to an investigation into Mr. Trump's handling of official papers. These are dark times for our nation, Mr. Trump's statement said. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before. Neither the FBI nor the Justice Departments have commented on the reported search. Several boxes were taken away, the source said, adding that no doors were kicked down and that the raid had concluded by the late afternoon. And finally, in sports, Serena Williams claimed her first singles win in 14 months as she beat Spain's Nuria Parrizas Diaz to reach the second round of the National Bank Open in Toronto. The American great showed glimpses of her vintage ball striking in a victory over the world number 57. Williams' last singles success was at the 2021 French Open. She will play either Olympic gold medalist Belinda Bencic or Teresa Mantenkova next. Williams made her singles return at Wimbledon in June after a year out with injury after speculation that she may retire. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Venture into the O-Zone at Quartz Optical. Get your free eye exam plus free children's frames with any lens purchase. Adults get 25% off frames and lenses when you shop today with no cash. 3 to 24-month credit terms available. So book your appointment online today at quartzoptical.com. Get in on the deals and save now. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Promotion runs till August 31st, 2022. Special conditions apply.
For over 20 years, Cubano Limited professionally delivers top quality products and exceptional service. Located in Sand Hill and Kingstown, we are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. We supply animal feed